Hi all, and welcome to the video. In this one, it's the Brew playthrough number 6. Now, as I was saying earlier on in the last episode about twinking, we're going to twink on this OT Kearns weapon. Now, thing to bear in mind, you will need NCU space, and that's the next thing we're going to do for the main part in this mission. Now, I need to make some NCU space, and to do that I'm going to have to lose some buffs, so I'm cancelling them out of the way. I think that one, and probably that one. So I've only got 2 ranged expertises. Now, obviously someone's just logged on a trader who can give me the wrangle, and you can see here this needs 230 in MG SMG. We have 158. So it's a simple case of mathematics, which is 2, 3. For our bot, it's apostrophe calc. So 230 minus what we have. Oh, well, he's given me a 131. So I can now equip this. Oh, burst. Range specials. Am I going to have enough over? Probably not. Damn. Hold on, I think I've got it. Yes, I've got it. And voila, the weapon is on. Now, as I was saying, I'll explain that a little bit more later. Right, now that only lasts for a short time, and just to explain what OE is, you'll hear the term a lot in the game. Now, OE is when you're over-equipped. You could ladder, step, and ladder into a quality 200 weapon. And in the early days of AO, people actually did this, especially in forces, and it was glorious. They had so much damage, etc. at their level. It was kind of cheating almost, but it's not a big deal. They did nerf it, so you need to be within 80% of the weapon's requirement. Now, what they mean by that is, if you look at the 2 stats on this weapon, you'll see that it needs burst from 140. It also needs MG SMG from 230. So, to figure that out, you simply, in our bot, do this. You need to be within 80%. If you type OE and the primary stat, in this instance, 230, you'll see there, we need at least 184 on our own. Once this wrangle runs out, I'm going to cancel the wrangle, there you go. And we've got 182, and you'll notice the weapon has turned red. Oh no, it's now only giving us 75% of its potential damage, as it tells us in that window there. 75% effective, and we're only a couple of points off. So if I hit composite boost, oop, I just hit the wrong key. So 182. Oh no, it's not going to work until the next level. Well, if we buff our other stat boost, which is this one, the base ability, that moves us all the way up to 185. So we're there by a whisker. The weapon now works at its full potential. But unlike the solar powered weapon, which in the old lore, I don't think it actually says it anymore. No. It used to tell you that it shot little pieces of itself out through the muzzle on the solar powered. It no longer says that. It's kind of a shame, because I always thought that was pretty damn cool. Right, now, this is different. This requires ammo. This is where you get it, if you don't already know, and every vet will know. This, basic weapons. We click on there, we just put, click quality, there we go. Box of arrows, box of bullets. But before you buy, check the weapon. Are you buying the right ammo? So, ammo type, bullets. So, yes, we are. Now, a box of bullets will set you back 50k, which I know for new people, sorry, will set you back 12k, which is quite a bit of dough early on, but we're going to get that. Now, your other alternative, may remind you, getting 50,000 bullets there, would be by, I don't even know if the stores sell them anymore. You used to get a small amount of bullets for, let's just see, we go by price. I mean, some items in here are under 1,000, so yeah, it's pretty interesting. How's a particle streamer? Might be looking at one of those soon. I don't know, but yeah. But yeah, you used to be able to buy like a pack of 25 bullets, and if you bought them all, it was quite expensive. So that's why we've not done that. Now we've got our bullets, etc. We can put this away. And the only bit of twinking I had to do to get this on was in fact putting this 1 quality 50 in. Now, if you look at its stats, it needs agility from 104, which we actually had just over, so we were able to put that one in. Now, the tricky thing is with twinking, if let's say we want to upgrade our waist implant, let's just say, so we come over to the shop, click on it. I'm going to go back to name, so they're sort of stacked. And I'm looking through, and I think maybe the waist. I could do waist now. Level 50. Let's have a look. Ooh, stamina 104, and you'll see no, we're nowhere near. Now I can get a buff from an enforcer that will give me enough stamina for that. Yeah, so different implants require different stats, and you can change that by changing one of the clusters. So it's a bit of a trade-off, but a lot of other players will have buffs that can buff up your other skills and set you on your way. Now, to illustrate this, let's just see how much stamina we can get onto this guy. Now, this is without a lot of the other items you can use in the game, which are only really available to paid players, or at least people with sloob accounts. So I'm going to log in this little enforcer here. I'll say little enforcer, he's a 220 enforcer. Now then, very popular buff he gets asked for is this one. I think, is it on this bar? No, that's the improved, can't have that. Essence of Behemoth. Now, switching back to the fr00b, and you'll suddenly see his HP bar looks decidedly empty. The reason for that is he's now got a lot more health. The Essence of Behemoth gives us strength and stamina for 27, makes us slightly bigger, but also gives us 996 health. It's quite a nice buff. So if we look at our stats now, go back to abilities, you'll see we've now got strength and stamina at 105. Pretty nice. So now we've done that, let's go back to the shop and look at some other implants we could be putting in. Bearing in mind, our treatment may still be low. Now then, we could probably improve a couple of the others, like the complete eye. The ear. I want a better waist and possibly a leg. Now the leg one requires stamina, so can we get the higher quality leg? Let's have a look. So dodge range leg 50, agility from 104. Okay, well I think we've got that, haven't we? Agility from 106. What else is it? Ah, snag time. See here? This gives us 12 agility. So if we take this out, watch what happens. We go over to the machine, we click, we go, okay, we've just bought the item, we take it out. Oh, it's just dropped. So you need to take that into account before you start buying or making implants. So yeah, can't do the leg one because our leg one is actually pushing up our agility unless we get some custom made ones, which I don't really want to do just at this point. So this one will give us Sense Imp, Matter Met and a bit more HP than this one. Not a massive amount, but I think it's probably worth getting. We're going to pop that out for now. 50. We'll buy this fella. Right click. Oh no, your treatment isn't high enough. Right, let's have a look. So we've got 194. We could spend a bunch of IP, or we could use these. And you can buy these from players or on the GMI market or the shopping channels. Or if you have an Omni-Alt, you can go and buy them for yourself from the clothes stores in the Omni shops. So we're going to pop these on, and you'll see just from those 3 items, already at 238. If we pop on the boots, 244, 1 sleeve, 258. So that means, oops, nope, don't want to delete it. We can pop it back in. So we've now got this giving us a bit more. And then let's have a look at the foot one. Again, this is giving us agility. Right hand requires intelligence. So if we wanted a better burst right hand, let's take a look. Right down here, the time, space, and burst, quality 50. We need 104 in intelligence. So we need a buff you can't have as a fr00b called neuronal stimulator. We can't have it, unfortunately, which is kind of a shame. But that effectively is how it works. So the agility and... I'm just going to put my actual armor back on. You can't right-click clickable armor back into place. Kind of a pain, but hey. Yeah, so good as that is, you can get 2 buffs from an agent, which are called Feline Grace and Enhanced Senses, which I think give about 20 to Agility and Sense. And those are, or you can start stacking implants. So in other words, you can make an implant in waist, chest and leg, and I think feet as well, where you can start affecting the base abilities that bit more. Now then, the one drawback of all this is NCU space. Now you can see here we've got 64 out of 74 full. And we haven't really done much yet. You see, these big buffs here that now last for a couple of hours, like this one, are actually using up 47 NCU. And we have only got on this little guy, well, a grand total of 74. So that's a big chunk of what we're doing eaten up. So NCU is the next quest, and probably the best place for them at this level is to go to Temple of the Three Winds, where you can get a 5-slot belt, and you can also get a few other things like NCUs from a few people there. You will most likely need help for this, so join a team and or find a higher level guy who's willing to help you. Now with Temple of the Three Winds, you can only enter into that actual instance under level 60. You can go in any lower, you can go in at level 1, but I wouldn't recommend it. But when you get there, you'll suddenly find that, oh yes, you can in fact enter up until 60, and you can, if you level above 60, as long as you do not exit, you can remain in there, I think, till about level 65ish, and then I think the game actually forces you to leave, which is, you know, just one of those. Ooh, I just got him promoted in the guild thanks to my good work and actually already having characters this size. Now, I'm not going to keep the essence of Behemoth. I'm going to switch back to another character, and you could ask any enforcer for Behemoth and you'll almost certainly get it from them. So I'm going to log this guy off and give my little fixer a different buff. Right, so I've logged a soldier, and you could ask pretty much any soldier over level 150, could I please have RRFE, which is this buff here, Reactive Reflective Field Extended, which is the one we had on the last episode. So I'm just going to buff him with that. Now, if I had the NCU space, I could get this, Riot Control. Gives me 110 to burst. However, you can see here from the other end, target does not have enough nano controlling units, or NCU, so there's no space on the character for that buff to exist. Or this one, or even this one, like full automatic targeting. I don't think. No, once again. So he is kind of missing out on those. I don't know if he's got an SMG buff, actually, but let's have a quick look. I don't actually think he's got any of the SMG buff. So, you know, we'll kind of leave it there on that. And we'll leave him to log out. Okay, so we've got that. And we've only got this mission here. Which I forgot to hand in after finishing it in the last episode. So the only thing I can really do right now, I don't even know if I'm going to have enough room left for our own buffs. Let's just take a look. See, I've got a run buff. Oh, I can get the run buff on. All very nice. Now, but can I get one of my hots running? So we want this one, the slower one. Yes, we can get that on. Oh yeah, new client. Every time you log off, it does that. Nice. But it does save you settings, which is something. So you can see, with 69 of 70, we've got 5 NCU left in total. It's getting tight. So we're definitely going to want a better belt, which is this. So something that has more slots. And the maximum you can actually have in the game is, in fact, 6. But with 6, let's say, and you've got 90 NCU in each, well, there you go. You've suddenly got a damn sight more NCU. So let's see where they can offer me an elite, and pretty much only the subway. I don't think the game starts offering you any better sort of options until such time that you're level 25, which is probably a good idea. You're not actually going to do much in Temple of the Three Winds below that level, which is a little bit of a shame. Now, it'd be nice if we could get a little bit more XP, and one of the more popular videos I uploaded was how to go and get that. Now, we don't have the complet to use the grid to get there, so we're going to have to go a bit of a long way round, and that is using the Wampers. Now, if you're using Savic's new map and you zoom out a couple of times to there, so it's grey, but you can see these squiggly lines all over it, and those squiggly lines are in fact the Wamper routes that are now completely up to date. We want to go here, which is 4 holes. Now we can get there from where we are, which is Old Athen, so we can go to the longest road, then to Broken Shores, and then to 4 holes. See how that works? Can't go directly there, which is a bit more how the grid system works. So if you remember, the first one we want is the longest road, or we could literally go to, you know, any of the ones that are connected back to it. So we've got Bliss, Now it says the longest road, but that actual teleporter there is Bliss. So that's where I'm going to go first, and you'll see that as soon as we exit. Okay, here we are. Then let's hope we don't crash. Let's go to Broken Shores. Yep, my god, we made it alive. And then this last one. Now, here is a warning. Now a warning? Yes, now a warning. When you exit here, you will be in what we call PvP gas. If I press F9, you can see here, suppression field at 100. No fighting possible. That means you can't attack anything and nothing can attack you. However, as soon as we zone through here, you can see... Oh dear. There's a message right in the middle of the screen. It's not incredibly clear, but it is there. Now, if we press F9 again, suppression field at 25, you're in the political zone. In other words, you can get attacked, Joe. Now, we want to head... Where's he gone to? Over here, to the Unionist Foreman, which is basically north. So, we've got to be fairly careful here, because if there's anyone in our level range, they can open fire on us. Now, to get up there, we've got to get around a rather large block here. Who dat? Oh, okay. Nobody we want to talk to. Now, the Unionist guy is quite often camped, unfortunately. And he's usually camped by title farmers. They're not really interested in a fight. They just like having lots and lots of PvP kills on their character's name. Now, the people they'll kill will be semi-AFK or whatever, and you could argue, I guess, that don't AFK in a PvP zone, and you'd be right, really, but people do it, and then you get these boxes that sort of chime along, and by that I mean they simultaneously have 6 accounts logged in. It's usually 5 agents plus a fixer, and the fixer is there to evac if there's any chance that they might be killed by an NPC or anybody else that's actually there, you know, rather than fight, which is why truly, you know, your PvP boxes, they're not really interested in PvP. You know, it's a bit of a strange kind of breed of person that wants to play the game almost entirely solo, doesn't care who they stamp over, doesn't care if they spoil someone's fun. In fact, a lot of them, they actually get off on it. I don't quite know why. Now, while we're here, we've got a minute while the gas takes effect, but we're going to nip down anyway. We may well get an attack, but I don't know. Depends who's there. Now, if we run down, take a look. There's the Unionist Foreman guy. Now, if I press and look at Nano Target, I can see that he's got 1 minute 14 seconds before he casts his AoE. So we're just going to nip into this little shop here and wait out for 1 minute, which is pretty hard to gauge. And you've got to remember, you've got to add on a few seconds either way while you zone back out, or you'll miss it and you'll have to wait 10 minutes. Alright, let's see if we immediately get aggro. Oh, there's someone there. Although they're not being attacked because they're clan. And 190, generally they're not going to bother attacking us, and generally they won't anyway because of PvP level restrictions. So, there we go, we've got the buff. And we know because it appears in here saying Union Blessing. Look at that, add XP 35. Now it's dangerous. Now we've got to make our way out of here. Get back to where we're going, which is actually the subway. Now, the quickest way out would be the grid, but if you do not have the comp lit for it, you're going to have a problem. I'll show you what that problem is now. You need 181 in comp lit to use this. Now, we're not a million miles off, in fact. Let's have a look. Trade and repair, 157. Couple of levels. I think we can get that done, which will make getting here and back a damn sight easier. That's for sure. So we're going to go back to the subway now. Bear in mind, we've got our RRFE running. That was another reason to get it, was because we were coming here. It would have given us a bit of a sporting chance, although aim shot is pretty much something you just cannot avoid. You've got to have an amazing amount of defense to not be hit by it, and it can hit you for, I think, it was at one time capped at 40%. I don't know anymore. I just, with boxes like fr00b, etc., and others, Lonely Crap was the one. I just got fed up with PvP. They ruined it. They just took away all the fun. So, like a lot of people, I just stopped doing PvP, and unfortunately a lot of players were pretty much PvP focused and just got sick of them and stopped playing the game. But, you know, they don't really care about that. Now, you might be tempted to go this way behind here, but if you do, you'll get stuck on a fence you can't get around. So don't continue round this way, unless, of course, you've got a Yalm, and then you're fine. You can go up this ramp here if you want. No harm in doing that, with the big dramatic music. And then drop down. Here's the fence, and for whatever reason there's no sort of sneaky way around it. You end up pretty much stuck unless you've got really good jump height. Now, the height you can jump is actually governed by 2 stats. I think it's agility and strength. So the higher they are, the higher you can jump, which is why, let's just zone, you'll see 220 or, you know, higher than you characters bouncing around like superheroes. It's actually quite fun to do. But yeah, it is slightly capped. It used to be even higher, and they sort of capped that. So let's get back to old Athen. Wow, all those zones and no crash. So the XP we should be getting now will be pretty good. It'll be 35%, so over a third better than it was. Now, if you've saved up lots of your creds and you want to buy an item, two things to keep in mind. You can open up the GMI and look for items. You can see there our account balance is 0, so we couldn't buy anything. The only way we could buy it is to go deposit, and you go, there you go, straight away. You must have the Alien Invasion expansion pack. I think GMI should be open to everybody. I really do. My orders. And you'd have to go deposit and then enter some money from your inventory, which is weightless, it's permanently there, into the bank, and then spend that money on items. But let's say we're searching for something. So we search for a pair of blackbirds. So if we just type in black, click down, go to weapons, and then we just put sell items. So items for sale. Search, you'll see it brings up things that applies to. So let's say we want some blinded blackbirds. I've actually got a pair. You can see here 105, only 3 million only. Now you can look and it will tell you different things about the weapon. Now something you don't want to fall foul of is you've gotten all that. So let's say we want, we've been told get a perennium. We just put per, should find it. Yeah, there we go. So we look and go, oh, perennium beamer. I want one. It's only 30 million. My God. Do have a look. See, it doesn't tell you here until you get to the bottom. Must have expansion set Shadowlands. Now, if this character was a sloob or whatever, or, you know, full sub, he would definitely be using a perennium weapon by now. Plus a bunch of other stuff that he hasn't got. However, he's not. He's froob. So we're just gonna grit our teeth and get through it. So for the next bit, we're going back to the subway. And I think 2 levels higher, we've got some new buffs and 1 weapon upgrade, which is this. Which, as you can see, if I turn around, it does look a little different from the old one. Looks a little, well, a little bit better. Alright, so we are going into there. Now, if you think back to those implants we were looking at, it is possible to have implants made, put them in a slot to increase some base abilities in order to get another one in. Once that one's in, it can give you the stats to get the next one in. And this is known as laddering. It's pretty complicated, and I wouldn't advise trying to do it straight away. I would get a bit more of a feel for the game, get a bit more of an idea for implants, how they work, what they can increase, because some of the slots will clash. In other words, you, in your right arm, for instance, you can have burst, or you can have MG, SMG as the brightest cluster, like in the quality 50 here, giving you 30. But if you're paid, you can get an item called a symbiont. Now, a symbiont is very much like an implant, but instead of having 2 dependencies, so a base stat and treatment, it will have 2 base stats, and they can vary a lot, and treatment, and the treatment will be a lot higher. Now, generally, you can do better with implants below about level 150, and then sort of get higher, unless you've got something very sort of specific in mind. So we want violent vagabonds. So let's see how our range is on this weapon. There's a violent vagabond. Oh, we're doing a little bit better. Yeah, not bad. Let's just see if he drops anything useful. Yeah, so the vagabond cloak, always useful, and free t-shirt. We're not looting today. We're just trying to see how we do in this mission overall. Another violent vagabond. Ooh, 73. That's a bit higher. It's about a third higher than we were doing. So, one more. Let's try a burst on this guy. 204. I don't think he had any more HP. Now, next one, muggers. Thanks for waiting. That was kind of him, wasn't it? He only seems to be dropping those. Another mugger. Now, if you're wondering where I got the better buff, i.e. this one. Now, okay, what do we want now? Looters. We'll have to kill him anyway, because he won't stop attacking, I don't think. I got that from the Fixer Nano shop. These ones, which are composite ranged expertise, nano expertise, and ranged special expertise, I got from the general store. But they are damned expensive. Now, if you are new or a returning player, I will put a link to how you get those as a paid account from the startup area on a new character. I'll stick that over there. Right, you complete one mission, which you can't actually complete or get even unless you're on a paid account. So you will be forced to buy them, which is unfortunate, but it's the way the game's been made. Looter. Ooh. Yeah. Not only is this weapon making a different sound, it's definitely doing quite a bit better damage. Is the range shopper going to give me a hard time again? Hopefully not. Looter. Yeah, we're definitely doing better damage today. And we did just ding. So let's pump up those base abilities. We know we're pretty much going to need all of them to get better implants. And of course, do a bit more on our evades. Just those ones for now. Range weapons, well, that's our primary stat. Now on casting, I'm going to leave just now because I'm going to have more stuff to do. Trade and repair. Yeah, we are definitely getting closer to using that upper floor in the grid. Now then, Stim Fiends. We'll go like we did a lot yesterday and head back down a bit because the sequence of mobs that we're going to want is in that general direction. Now, if you are fr00b and you're starting out with no creds, what I would definitely suggest is loot everything, check it, see what it sells for, and sell it, just to make your own money. Now, the illegally modified OFAB weapons down here are excellent for the level range in here. They're even quite usable for a few levels more. And then thereafter, depending on the class and the build you're making, it all changes again. So, yeah. There's no way I could make a series of videos that would teach you everything about Anarchy Online, because quite honestly, I probably don't know everything. I know a hell of a lot, even after, 13 years. But I certainly don't know everything. In fact, the truth is, not even the game developers know everything about this game. Really, Mr. Mugger? Come on then. Now we need one more Mr. Stim Fiend. Where's the... Nope. I was expecting the blob guy to attack us, but he didn't. Okay, should be Mr. Stim Fiend up here. You're nearest. So you're going to go down first. At the moment, we're getting away with social aggro. By social aggro, I mean other mobs joining in when you pick a fight. And they will do quite often. We're connecting those. Now we want workman stalkers. I can see the blob, don't worry. And, yeah, he's bugged out. Uncontrollable anger. Whoa, nice. Reload. Come on. Automatic grinner. No ammo? What do you mean, no ammo? Says bullets. Did we not buy bullets? Oh my god. We didn't. It didn't go through. We have a problem, Houston. Yes, we do. We have no ammo. So our inventory must actually have been full. So we are going to have to go get ammo. Now, there are some shops in here, but I can't remember if they actually sell ammo or not. Weapon specialist. Alright, let's just kill aggro. Alright, got no aggro. Trade with him. Now again. Quality, they should be the lowest. Does he sell any ammo? Oh my god, he doesn't even sell ammo. You're useless and need upgrading. Upgrading? Upgrading. Right, I am going to have to run back outside and go get some ammo. Now, we should be able to buy some here. ICC containers, accessories, all of which are really expensive compared to sided ones. Armor, armor. Weapons. Okay, see what we got. Really? No ammo? Well. Oh, there we are. Ammunition in its own shop. Right, okay. Box of bullets. Accept. There we go. Now when I press R to reload, but something else you're probably noticing is we seem to be getting around a bit faster. The reason for that is another buff we went and got, which is in here, which is this one. Limited grid jump. So as long as you've got time space 74 and sense imp 100, you can cast this and you can see it gives you 140 more in run speed. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it is at this level. Right, we were having fun with Mr. Uncontrollable Anger, weren't we? Uncontrollable Anger, die. Ooh, that was pretty... Yeah, that's a bit more like it. I'm feeling brave. I'm going to take on 2 workman strikers. I'll shoot this one. Oh, I was almost certain we'd get the second one. But we didn't. Down to 14. No, leave that. Workman striker. Not so bad. Right. Has the game figured out he's dead? It has. Ooh, see that? Adds intelligence. See that? We've got no inventory space at all. I think I've filled up on junk again. Okay, let's put these OFABs away. Oh, and I upgraded these. I actually had some on a character I was getting rid of. Oh! Our weapon has gone OE. What are we missing? Aha. I'm not sure how, but yeah, we are. We're missing a buff there. Oh, mind you, how long does it last? Lesser suppressor. 39 minutes. Or maybe it's just that long since I cast it. So yeah, that adds 5 to intelligence when you equip it. Right, I need one more of these guys, but I'm not going to make the mistake of shooting him across both platforms, because what happened last time? He ran off like a loony. Oh, that was pretty cool. We'll leave him to figure out what he's up to. So yeah, keep your eye on what different drop items do. Always check their stats until you're pretty familiar with it and you can just very quickly look. See, we might be trying to get an implant in and get a wrangle to equip that. It doesn't matter if it goes OE and no longer does much damage, as long as we get the +5 intelligence. Right. Infector. How are we going to do with you guys? 2 of them. Let's try our snare. No. Give that another try. Still, yeah, looks like we got it on the one we're shooting, but not the other one. Kind of not the way around I wanted to do that, but there we go. No. Doesn't seem to be giving us too much trouble, though. Ooh. Now you can see we're down to 7 bullets. I'm going to hit reload. And the reload on this is pretty damn fast, actually. So while we're fighting, let's dip in a bit more IP. As you can see, it's climbing up. Slowly but surely, those stats are getting better. Now, if you feel like I'm repeating a lot of things, the reason is simply that, well, this is a fr00b stroke new player friendly kind of playthrough, really. So I'm trying to remember to mention various things that fr00bs and new people really don't know, in the hope that it makes their game a bit easier to begin with. No. Okay, well, I'll deal with these guys. That burst, I would say, is certainly recycling a lot faster. But we have got more skill in it now. Right there. Salt rifle. Those are clusters which you put into empty implants to make some custom ones, which I am probably going to cover in the next episode. I promise. Right, let's take our little drop and see how the ambush is looking. So we'll just do that. So we've got plenty of nano should we suddenly need it. Okay, who have we got down here? Okay, uncontrollable anger. I think I can handle this guy now. Yeah. Ah, but neural burnout does more damage to us, so... Oh, I countered! I countered her nuke. Oh, not that time. But I did. Look, honestly, it happened. You countered neural burnout's attempt to run frost shivers within your NCU. Right, uncontrollable anger. It's just starting to be worth raising this, which is nano resist now. Okay, Mr. Anger. What's he given us? Not one we really want. And you can strip these, but you need a special item and a lot in a certain skill. Okay. Let's deal with these guys. In fact, let's sort of stand a little further away from those, but not too far over that way. Don't really need the help, but thanks. You want that one? You can have him if you want. We just there you go. I should give him a buff, shouldn't I? I'll give him some buffs. Let's try and give him a run buff. And we'll give him long hot. There you go, that'll keep you alive a bit longer. Neural burnout. No, dude, don't wait. I need this mob. Don't, because... Oh. Yeah, if someone out damages you on a mob, basically they get your kill. But we got that one. So I'm not sure what he's doing. But, oh well. Don't need that one. Deal with the slum runners, though. He's not talking. I have got vicinity available in here, haven't I? Let's just check. Yes, it's there. Just in case, you know, he's not actually being quiet. If we had the perennium weapon, I can promise you this would be comically fast. Because honestly, yeah, they really are that much better. Now, there's a ring that drops in here, which I already had, and I gave to him, but you need 200 treatment to equip it, but it gives you 10 NCU. It's quite handy at low levels, and a bit unnecessary at later levels. Right. 2 neural burnouts. Oh, right, okay. And then Mr. Walk from Nowhere. I think we can handle this many now. Just see how we do. Let's give ourselves the short hot as well, just to be sure. It's these two that are doing the damage. They seem to be able to chain cast nukes at me. And most players. There's a few like them in the Temple of the Three Winds, which we'll be going to in the next episode. Complete rebuild. We need premature patterns now. I don't need you. We're going to run into this same problem again, I think, where we're faced with dozens of mobs we don't need, but have to kill. Let he drop. So useful. That's shop food. What we got there? Fragmented soul. Don't really need. I don't think I'm getting past him. And a neural burnout. Take the neural burnout first. Just to get it out of the way. Inferior, oh yeah, inferior would be the right word for those. And ding! We're making progress. Alright, okay. Two hold two. We'll go for that. We shall also go for, yay, 300 run speed. No? Okay. Premature pattern I want. That was lucky. Yeah, taking chunks out of this one. Premature pattern there. Maybe we should deal with... What's the sequence? Premature pattern, incomplete real builds. So fragmented souls we never need, so we can get rid of him. He's not important to us at the moment. Premature pattern. Definitely tearing through these a lot faster than last time. Reload. Fragmented soul. And like I say, if I had this was on a paid account with a perennium, I could get like I could probably, if I pushed it, I could twink into a level 100 perennium in here. But that's kind of, yeah. It's not what we're doing in this playthrough. Something else hitting us. It's another premature, but we don't need it. We need incomplete rebuild. But we'll deal with you anyway. They do sell. Not for very much, but... Aha, incomplete rebuild. Quite nice we can see what that is without having to open the entire mission. Now, do we need fragmented? No, fragmented don't even come into... Did you just put a cloud over my day there? Oh, they're still in range. I think this weapon's definitely got more range than the solar-powered one, but I'm not going to start swapping them to find out. Just going to have to kind of take it on faith that they do. Ooh, Omni stuff. There you go. There's the other mini shade weapon, piercing. Take that. Cyber armor pants. When they were a thing. Right. Let's take a look. Right, we've got our little collection of friends here, so... we have a look. Now. Nano resist 70, which is pretty good. Time, space, and sense imp. Now. If I increase them... ooh, I better not, because there's some other nanos I really need to get soon. Okay, let's try it and fail. Oh no, we did get some of them. Okay, empty shell, we'll deal with you. We should be out of range and out of line of sight of these other guys. Should make them a bit easier to deal with, which is the whole point of a snare. Now we need to be quick. Incomplete rebuilds we still want. Have we got incomplete rebuild? I did forget to get an aggression enhancer. Which would have made pulling him easier, but I'll do that in the next episode as well, because I'll definitely need it in the temple. No. Did we get anything? Anything interesting? No. Is this guy one of ours in the middle? No, just another incompetence buff. Empty shells. Have we got any over here? We do. So let's try for the snare again. Just out of range. Kind of failed at that, but never mind. Let's do a quick spend. So we definitely know we're going to want to increase those every time for the time being. At least till like level 50 or so. Empty shell. Sharp. Take. What's this thing? HR. HSR. God, yeah. You see weapons like this, don't use them effectively unless you're using them for twinking. You see there, it needs pistol. But it also wants ranged energy. So split damage. And the actual damage and speed of the weapon is complete garbage. Then it wants burst, then fling. And so you think, oh, I've got all these specials, but you will do almost no damage with that weapon. If you find it, junk it. Don't waste a ton of IP into those skills. Right then. Empty shells we still need. I don't think there's any over there. Okay, well let's try and fail. And we failed. We're going to have to kill some of these just to get through. Okay, now this looks like a paid player with a ton of thing. Oh, he's asked us to join, so we'll say okay. I think he's a paid player, so /T. So some people are quite nice like that. Empty shell, yeah, we do want those. And melded patterns. Well, that's handy, Harry. Now your team windows are there. You can do this kind of thing with it. Just have it someplace else, which I'm going to do. It looks like he's just running around killing everything. Very, very quickly. Probably because he's paid. But we'll deal with a few as well. We still need melded patterns, but I think chances are we're pretty much definitely going to get them. Okay. Melded patterns. Oh my god. We seem to be going rather quickly, and yeah, pretty much that is the difference between unpaid and paid. Once you've got the expansions and the toys, like I don't know if I can inspect this guy, but let's see. Yeah, see how many more toys he's got? Yeah. And his implants, 80s, 90s, yeah. Guy's a twink. Oh god, I didn't even manage to touch one there. Alright, okay. So when we say twink, we mean, well, something I might make with a paid account. Not this guy that we're playing right now. You see, he's basically one-hitting those mobs. Right, so we've literally finished the daily. And we're still, well, steaming along at the moment. I think he's just going to kill everything, this guy. Yes, he is. Now, I immediately knew he was, because see that t-shirt he's wearing? 9300. As far as I know, you've got to be paid to get hold of one of those. Oh my god, I didn't even get a chance to look at that. Yeah, he's one-hitting these things. Right, splat kill. He'd probably be doing quite well in the temple as well if he was there. Oh, I think the baton he's got is the one from... oh my god. So he's going rather well. Yeah, our burst is sort of like less than his basic damage. So where are we now? Level 26. We are too high level to actually come back in here now if we exit. It's kind of nuts, but yeah. It's in his NCU. Oh, I'm actually so... okay. So there you go. Open out, right. Sogel Man is the guy that's basically doing all the work. I think the other chap just there, who's not doing much, is actually like just on follow. Which is fair enough, I suppose. It's something I could do in the temple actually. I've got a little temple. Bloody hellfire. Did that shot I fire actually do anything to that mob? Oh, is he going to go for shadows? Yeah. See how social they are? Yeah. And shadows, you'll find later, can hit pretty damn hard for their level, etc. I'm trying to fight the same targets he is, rather than start pulling them on myself by mistake. I have got a temple twink, so if I get completely stuck, I can't always help myself with that. I mean, he's killing mobs faster than I can get a burst recycle. So yeah, he's what you call an instance twink, which is a lot of twinking. This guy wouldn't need a single lesson off us about it. What level? He'd be locked on his levels. What level is he? Level 25, so we can get back in and out of here. So we're actually higher level than him, but in no way have we got anything like his damage, etc. Oh my god. Yes, he's doing quite a bit of damage quite quickly. I think he's having that guy there with him just to keep what they call a wrangle. Which is the thing we had at the beginning of the video to get our little weapon on, and I thought we were doing pretty well. Oh god, level 27? This is kind of nuts. I think... God, we did nothing on that compared to him. I'm going to have to get another weapon soon. I'll have outgrown this one and all my implants. Oh, good God. We'll see how well we do on our own against these guys. No, I think he hit that one. Let's try another one. It's hard to... He's going so quick. He's... The only thing I've seen kill that many mobs that quick before was an NT. And that's because of a AoE nuke. Yeah. He's hitting them for 500. He's literally hitting. You can see there, look. You hit Slum Runner for 58 points of burst damage. Slogal Man hit Slum Runner for 530 points of melee damage. Yeah. We're not really making a massive contribution to this team, are we? Somehow. Okay, folks. I'll see how far this goes, and I'll see you for the next one. Okay? But, bye for now. Well, I was about to log and call it a day, but our twink here seems to still be going. He's now on Virgil, who is one of these sort of semi-bosses in here. Virgil, and, well, he's going to be Virgil dead in a minute. And he's just having no problem. I've dropped a little hot on him there. Hopefully that should keep him going. Although, you know, let's be realistic. He's really not struggling here at all, is he? No. He just ran in this room, killed everything you can see on the floor. God, another ding. We are now level 28. Anything? Oh, well, I'll take the OFAB and the... no, we'll leave those. Don't really need those. So, oh God, I've lost them. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, there you go. And he's just demolishing everything. I've used burst just so I don't feel so, well, useless. Oh. Yeah, there's a bit of that in Anarchy Online. He's going to go for the boss, I think, looking at this. I've only done it a couple of times on twinks. Almost Supremus. Try a route for the ads just so they don't come running up here and get us, but I'm not thinking he's struggling much. No, he isn't. Just wondering if I should try and give him a small hot as well. I know it probably won't work with his Mongo running. He is demolishing that guy. Oh my God. Yeah, that is one dead mob. Massively done. He also drops a ring and a couple of other things, which we don't really need. But yeah, I thought I'd almost quit recording, but then this happened. So yeah, folks, basically, that's the difference between paid and unpaid. You can have a character like his, or a little character like ours. The one-hander. Oh, that's interesting. That could be useful, but that thing isn't. Make a bit of space. Shade weapon away. Take that and kind of leave the rest, really. Right, I'll say my goodbyes to these guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, folks. Bye for now.